Hello, everyone. It's me, Tashtari, and this is my internet television program. I'm still kind of getting the kinks sorted out in this whole new overlay that I'm working on thing, but I'm getting better at it. And I have now learned that if I minimize the DOSBox window, it's the same as changing workspaces and causes the overlay not to work at all. But that's what I get for having written it in DOSBox in the first place. Anyway, started chat. First has not yet been claimed, it looks like. This is not completely my first, speaking of first, this is not completely my first time playing Hero U, but it is close to my first time. It's been a very long time since I noodled around with this game at all, and I have forgotten most of it. So I'm going to treat it as a completely new to me playthrough. I'm a little bit trepidatious going into this game because I really want to like it. It's made by Laurie and Corey Cole, who made Quest for Glory, the Quest for Glory series, and therefore I want to think it's the greatest thing on earth, like I do the Quest for Glory series, and I may or may not. I guess we'll see. One thing I have noticed about this from my past playthroughs of the game, or from what little I have experienced of the game, I should say, is that time management is a much bigger factor than it was in previous games. There is a lot of making choices about what you want to do with your time, what kind of character you want to create, what direction you want to go in with various things. And that's difficult for somebody who is so used now to the Quest for Glory games that he knows exactly how to do everything all in one run. But that's my own fault. Also, there are puns, so watch out for those. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. That sudden cut out of the music did not seem to be a technical difficulty. I think that just happened in game. It's time. It's a lizard thing of some kind. Okay, so far so good. I made it into the house without attracting attention, just like a real thief would do. It's a start. The chief thief told me to look for a small silver coin in the study. So, desk, bookshelf, comfy couch. This looks like a study to me. Now, where do you suppose that coin is hiding? Okay. Oop. Okay, so we don't use WASD controls. I think this game is mostly mouse-based. I guess we'll find out. I feel like I should be sneaking. Is there a way to do that? I don't see one. No, it wouldn't be in system menu. Alright, well, we'll just deal with it. Talk to the cat. I'm not too sure about this cat. He looks like he's plotting world domination, a mass murder, or where to put his next hairball. He probably leaves dead mice on his master's pillow and scratches whenever you try to pet him. No kitten, he's a cat-tankerous, ferocious feline ready to mutilate anything. If you are new to the Quest for Glory series, strap in. The puns are not going to get less numerous from here on out. Hello, evil kitty. Did your owners lock you in here while they went out for the night, or did you just eat them? Meow. I'll keep that in mind. It is an option to kick the cat, but you notice I did not take it. Hey, Flammable, welcome, welcome. If you were a silver coin, where would you be? Probably in the desk. Look at the objects on the desktop. Thank you for not kicking the cat. You are welcome. None of these look like a silver coin. Examine the drawers. Look in the side drawer. Darn it, it's too dark to see if there's anything useful in the drawer. He looks awfully sad about that. Unlock the center drawer. Great, the coin might be in the locked drawer, but I don't have any way to open it. I'll have to hope it's someplace else. When I join the Thieves Guild, maybe they'll give me a set of lockpicks. Picking locks can't be that hard to learn, can it? Okay. Read the book on the desk. It might be an interesting read, but for now I'm in the dark about it. Okay. Oh, turn the desk lamp on. There we go. Examine the desk drawers. Open the side desk drawer. Now that I can see in it. Just a bunch of old papers, a dull pen, a silver letter opener, and some dried ink. Guess the owner didn't write many letters these days. Well, the letter opener is silver. Maybe I can pawn it for a lyra or two. Worth a try. Okay. That's progress. Not the coin we're after, but it's progress. Check out the book set. A complete set of CPA for illiterates. Wait, what? Okay. Maybe it's in the trash? Drat, the wastebasket is full of nothing but trash. What a surprise. I guess finding the lucky coin in here would have been too easy. It was worth a try. 'Tis better to have dreamed and lost than never to have dreamed at all, and one man's trash is another man's Persian, or something like that. I didn't know he knew anything about Pokemon. Okay. Maybe these drawers? Search the cabinet drawers. Nothing but buttons and clasps. Spools of thread and yarn. Ribbons and trim. He looks very pissed off. I'm down to the last drawer. Will I get lucky? Nope, nothing here but scraps of cloth. This is just a sewing cabinet. I guess my luck is just so-so. Ha ha ha. Thank you for redeeming Not First. The telegraph is kinda crazy. Is there a telegraph here? I must have missed it. First remains unclaimed for anybody who wants it. Is it in the potted plant? It's a painted clay pot filled with dirt, but I don't feel any treasure buried in it. Now that would be some filthy lucre. It isn't in my budget. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be something. Open the grandfather clock. Without any lockpicks or the skills to use them. Nope. Don't know where else it would be in this room. Maybe if I sit at the desk? I don't have a good reason to do that. Plenty of time for me to sit behind desks when I'm dead. Alright, let's go into the next room. While not sneaking. That seems like a thief thing to do, doesn't it? Listen at the door. Between the noise of the fireplace and the cat, I can't hear anything on the other side of this door. I bet someone is out there. Okay, then I guess we don't want to open it. Search the piano. Not in there. Why do I suddenly have an appetite for an English muffin? That's a pun I don't get. What was the thought you had, Flammable, by the way? Was it just generally that the telegraph was kind of crazy? Take a book. I'll just grab this copy of Robber's Rules of Order. Heh. That's weird. All of the rules are out of order. That makes it kind of useless. I'll have to order my own rules. Here's a copy of It Takes a Thief. I'd better not take it. Just have to hope it's hidden somewhere else. Among the firewood? Behind a painting? Nope. No lucky coin here. I didn't really think that there would be, but a budding thief can dream, can't he? Okay. Why doesn't anyone hide safes under paintings like in the stories? Good question, Sean. I'm starting to wonder that myself. Couch cushions? People always lose change and stuff in these comfy chairs. I wonder. 5 Lyra. Yes, there are some loose Lyra coins. I'm a little less broke now. Sofa, so good. Hey. None of them has a shamrock on it. I'll just have to keep looking. Search under the table. Okay. The coin has got to be somewhere around here, or my burgeoning burglary career is a bust. I make it a point not to dally with doilies. and slivers. Darn lazy woodworkers. Inside the piano bench? Nope, not an option. What else haven't I clicked on? Alright, I'm gonna open the door. Screw it. Mr. Bun E. Slippers. Hey, who are you? What are you doing in my house? Try to bluff. Would you believe that I'm the fire inspector and I'm here to inspect your fire? I probably shouldn't have begun with, would you believe? A fire inspector? At this time of night? I don't believe it. Would you believe that I'm the Sandman and it's way past your bedtime? There's no such thing as a Sandman. The Tooth Fairy? Guards! Help! Robber! Thief! Guards! Sean will cry and Sean will wail. Sean will still go straight to jail. The lesson that all thieves are taught, whatever you do, just don't get caught. Did I just game over? I just game overed. This is not an auspicious beginning. Can I skip the intro? Yes, I can. Oh, chat is at the bottom now. Yes, I have implemented a sort of chat thingy in DOSBox. It's not perfect. It doesn't deal very well with non-ASCII characters or with emotes or with with names that have capital letters, but it's a start. You see what I mean? Okay. What was the other thing that I found? Oh, right, the silver letter opener. Turn the desk lamp on. Open the side desk drawer. Take the letter opener. Ah, use item to open locked drawer. A real thief would be able to get that locked drawer open with nothing but this letter opener. Guess I'm not a real thief yet. This is hopeless. This does feel kind of hopeless. Anything behind this painting? Nope. I hope I don't need to click on everything again to show the game that I have tried everything. Just an amusing mammal mounted above the mantle. Ah. Well, maybe I just turn off the lights and leave. Okay, can't leave without the lucky coin. Can game over, though. So it's in here somewhere. I'm severely disappointed. I really hope I don't get stuck here, because that does not say very many good things about me as a gamer. Nothing with a shamrock, so the lucky coin must be somewhere else. Can't open that with the letter opener. Maybe if I take the other items in the desk drawer? Take ink. Take pen. No. Take paper. Nope. Nope, not that either. Is there anything else I can use the letter opener on? Move the cabinet. Nope, not that either. Oh, this is pathetic. Maybe the cat has the answer. Maybe I need to get the cat to cough up a hairball. Pat the cat. You can pet the cat. Ooh, he's going for the belly. Not a wise move. It's a cat-tankerous concatenation of catty couples. Oh my goodness. Okay, nothing there. Are you sure I can't leave? son to the grandfather clock? Ooh, okay. One of the shamrock panels seems loose. Examine the loose panel. It looks like the end panel with the shamrock design was designed as a separate piece. It's not quite attached to the fireplace. Of course, it's the old sliding secret panel in the fireplace mantle trick. That's the oldest trick in the book. Got it. There's a small safe hidden in the fireplace mantle. Examine the safe. Hey, alright. Okay, that took an uncomfortably long time, but we succeeded. That's okay. Let's turn off the light before we go. A classic sliding mantle in the fireplace, exactly. Mysterious figure. Actually, you have a one-way ticket to jail, Sean O'Connor. Wait, who are you, and how do you know who I am? Never mind who I am. There are 2 city guards waiting on the street in front of this house to arrest you for burglary. Is that the way you want your life to end? In jail? So what's your point? Are you going to have me arrested, or are you going to bore me to death with your lecture? I'm here to offer you a chance at a very different future. As a student at the Hero University. Say what? You want me to go to school? What's to stop me from just running off? If you run, the city guards will make a point of tracking you down. They don't like thieves, even petty ones. Besides, if you don't follow me, you'll never find out what this is all about. Alright, I'll follow the stranger. A wise choice. However, before we can leave, did you take anything from the house? It needs to be returned to its rightful owner. Admit to stealing the letter opener. Okay. All I took was the silver letter opener because I needed it to pry open a drawer. Is that so? Very well then, we will return the letter opener and the matter will be settled. Okay. Didn't mention the lucky coin, but never mind. What else could I do? Walk away and wonder all my life who this stranger was and what he was up to? He refused to answer any of my questions, so I followed him for hours through all the alleys and dark streets of Caligari and out of the city through a side gate I'd never seen before. It was almost dawn when we got to a gatehouse and a 20-foot-tall rock wall. In the dim light, I could see where we've gone, to the creepy old castle that overlooks the city. Oh, that's what the U means. Yes. Hero University. The stranger had me sit in a small, boring room for a while he talked to some people. I think I must have nodded off, because the next thing I know, this angry, bald guy orders me to follow him into his office. Turk. You know what you are, Connor? A slacker. I don't know why I had to be pulled from my breakfast to deal with the likes of you. You'll be out of here before the month is out. Mark my words. I don't know why he has a New York accent, but he does. Answer politely, firmly, or snarkily. I'm going to go firmly. My name is O'Connor, Sean O'Connor. I wrote it down for you on that paper you had me filled out, Mr. Turk. I'm aware of what you wrote, Connor. That's 5 demerits for talking back to me. 100 demerits and you'll be kicked out of here. You're already on your way. That sucks. This is the Hero University. We take the best of the best and turn them into upstanding, outstanding people who make a difference in the world around them. The only difference you'll ever make around here is an unnoticeable rise in the crime rate until you get caught and sent to prison for the rest of your life. You are a waste of my time and the resources of this school. Let's see if you have any skill or redeemable quality at all. Take this aptitude test. You're walking down a narrow alleyway towards a dead end when you realize that several brigands are approaching you from behind with malicious intent. What do you do? Well, it says that they have malicious intent. Look for a way to avoid them. That's a thief thing. As I nonchalantly walk, I carefully listen. Judging from the solid tromping sound of their feet, I can tell they are both large, muscular, and slow. I see an open window on a building ahead of me, barely large enough for me to squeeze through. Without warning, I leap for the window and make my escape. Question 2. You've been traveling along a dusty road for hours when you see a tree loaded with bright, ripened apples. As you start to munch on one of the apples, an old woman hobbles out from behind a hedge and shrieks, "How dare you steal my beautiful apples?" What do you do? Well, considering the nature of this game, you kind of have to assume she must be magical. I use my magical skill to see that the woman is a powerful fairy cloaked in illusion. My apologies to you, Great One. Shall I make amends by protecting the tree from other intruders? With her permission, I cast a powerful spell on the tree to hide it from sight, and then go on my way. Of course, this assumes that I know how to cast powerful magical spells after going to the school. A fire rages through the town. You see a group of people standing around and pointing upwards at a nearby building. There, through the window, you see a small child screaming for help. What do you do? Climb up the wall and rescue the child. Improvise a safety net. Talk the crowd into helping. Let's go climb. I swing my rope and grapnel to catch the window frame. Then I shimmy up the rope, grab the child, and rappel down before the building collapses. I have rescued the child and am declared to be the hero of the town. You have been falsely arrested and imprisoned in the dungeon of a cruel king. You are doomed to be executed in the morning unless you escape. What do you do? Well, break open the cell door and fight your way out isn't very thiefy of me. Gamble or wait? Let's gamble. I ask my jailers to join me in a game of cards. While I'm winning all of their money, I carefully take the key ring from the jailer's belt. After I win a big pot and they go away angry, I use the key to unlock the cell. I then use the money to bribe a servant to sneak me out of the castle. You have some magic talent. What a waste. Just as I suspected, you aren't skilled enough to be a warrior. You aren't smart or magical enough to be a wizard. You aren't good enough to be a paladin. No discernible musical or acting talent. There's only one class we can put you in. Master von Erwald, you have a new reprobate from the gutters of Caligari City, Sean O'Connor. Let me know as soon as he breaks the rules so we can send him back where he belongs. Very well. Welcome to our class, Herr O'Connor. Take a seat. I warn you, Connor, break one rule and you're out of here. I am certain that Herr O'Connor will do what he can to avoid facing your wrath. He's not to be trusted. I am equally certain that you have better places to be than here, Mortimer. Guten Tag. In honor of our new arrival, shall we have a review of the rules of Rogue class? Herr Sosi, what is the first rule of Rogue class? There is no Rogue class, sir. Precisely. This is a university for heroes. There are no rogues in this school. Why does he hate you? Didn't you two just meet? I don't know. I must be from the dregs of society or something along those lines. I have started to regret giving everybody voices. There seem to be a lot of characters. Fräulein McMichael, what is the second rule of Rogue class? We don't talk of Rogue class. Indeed. This is officially the class of disbarred bards. Keep that in mind when speaking with others outside this classroom. Herr Kiro, what is the third rule? We will always show respect to the Master. A good rule to remember, indeed, if you wish to remain at this school. Always show respect to someone who has power over you when you are in their presence. Fräulein Esme, what is the fourth rule of Rogue class? It is one that says we aren't supposed to steal from school or other classmates, no? You are essentially correct, Fräulein. This is not the Thieves' Guild. This is not some brigand's den. You will all treat one another with respect and cooperation. Herr Kent, what is the fifth rule of Rogue class? That guy's mustache doesn't look like it quite belongs on his face. We're at this school to be heroes, and we are expected to act appropriately, sir. Precisely. Keep your goal of becoming a hero in mind, and always work towards accomplishing it. Now, Herr O'Connor, what do you think the sixth rule of rogue class might be? Say something serious to please Master von Erwald. Say something humorous to amuse the other students. Say something snarky just for fun. Well, I just got here. I think I'll be serious. Always follow the school rules? We are rogues here, not paladins, Herr O'Connor. I expect my students to act appropriately. The rules for rogues are posted in this classroom. They will help you to maintain your status as a disbarred bard at this school. I suggest you all commit them to memory. Tomorrow, we will be discussing tools of the trade for rogues. I suggest you all study the beginner's guide to picking locks and purchase a lockpick kit at the school store. The rest of the afternoon is reserved for you to enhance your skills in the nearby practice room or study your lessons in the library. Klasse entlassen. Okay. Think I better save. It's a little unsettling that there's a delete all button in the save menu. Unfortunate facial hair. Yes, it is. So it's 2 o'clock now. Agility, 17, charm, fitness, luck, moxie, perception, smarts, magic, gaming, throwing, stealth, tool use, defense, combat, and climbing. I wonder if this is like Quest for Glory, where if you have 0 in a certain skill, you just never get good at it, ever. Turk hates me. Master von Erwald thinks I'm okay. Don't know anybody else. Well, let's talk to this guy. Welcome to the Disbarred Bards class, Mr. O'Connor. Not quite what you were expecting in a university devoted to heroism, is it? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Joel Cairo. I am an entrepreneur of sorts. I buy and sell trinkets that might be of interest to you. So what are you, the official greeter of our classroom? No, I am not associated with anything official. I am simply a fellow student. I am doing my heroic part in this school by providing a service to supply a few sundries for my fellow bards. What's with this disbarred bard stuff? There are some people outside the school or within who might not believe that our skills and methodologies belong at a school for heroes. Rumor has it that there was a school for heroes in Silmaria that was closed down due to some scandal about the rogue class. By calling ourselves bards, we avoid unfortunate misunderstandings between us and our fellow students. This class seems rather small for such a huge castle. Are there other students around? There are other classes and students around the school, but we do not see them very often. They are on different schedules than we disbarred bards are. Those who share our skills and mindsets tend to prefer nighttime activities. Our mealtime is at 6 in the evening after many of the other classes have parted. It allows us the luxury of having the dining hall mostly to ourselves. Never go hungry. I guess that's a quest now. Ask about the dining hall. Does that mean they feed us here? Whoa, those are some wide eyes. Of course. Did you think they make us fend for ourselves? Ask about classmates. So what's with our other classmates? What should I know about them? Cesare Sosi is our class leader and nobleman of Sicilia. It would be in your best interest to make an acquaintance and perhaps do a small service for him. He is a powerful and influential man. Mr. Thomas Kent does not talk much about himself. He is obviously well educated, although he seems woefully ignorant of the most basic of practical skills. He is my best customer. As for the women, Miss McMichael is the daughter of a sea captain. Esme is a rover. They are of little consequence in this class. Ask about trinkets. What do you mean when you say you sell trinkets? Are you talking about painted seashells with mermaids and souvenir of Sardonia on them? No, of course not. I would not carry such tawdry things. I assure you, my goods are of the highest quality and would be of interest to the most discerning of rogues, or our less reputable brethren. What are we supposed to do now? Most people go to the practice room to improve their skills during the afternoon. It's just around the corner. If you go upstairs to the Great Hall, watch out. Mr. Turk patrols that area. If he sees you, he will no doubt accuse you of neglecting your scholarly duties. It's best when dealing with Mr. Turk to politely explain that you are heading to either the store to buy equipment or to the library to study. How do I find those places? It's not difficult to find your way around here. If you look in your student handbook, you will find a map of the school. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you around here. I will look forward to speaking with you again. What's the shop got? Chalk, fine dagger, lockpicks, oil. What do the lockpicks cost? We're supposed to buy those. Well, I don't have enough for them. I can buy a chalk, but I don't feel like I should. Can I sell anything? No. Okay. Okay. Whoa, I spent like 45 minutes talking to this guy. You realize that this disbarred bard class is the losers class. I hardly think that you are a loser, my dear Kate, and any more than I am. Face the facts, Cesare. We're not good enough to be paladins. We're not badass enough to be warriors. We're not magical enough to be wizards, and we aren't talented enough to be bards. We're where they put the people who don't belong in a university for heroes. Master von Erwald treats this class seriously. I don't believe he considers us to be losers. Yeah, right. If this class is so good, why are we hidden away from other students in a dungeon with a teacher who looks like a villain from a play? She asks a fair question. I'll talk to her first. Hi, I'm Sean O'Connor. So are you the leader of this losers club? How do I join? I think you'll have no trouble fitting in with the losers, Sean. I'm Katie McMichael. Yeah, after all, no one better fits the epithet of loser than you, O'Connor. Feels like every action has a consequence in this game, so I have to think about what I'm going to click every time, which is a little stressful. So what's a nice girl like you doing in a loser's class? Just lucky, I guess. At least I'm not some nobler-than-thou stuck-up paladin. Paladins aren't stuck-up. If anything, they tend to be very humble. So do you always hang out after class here? This is the practice room. It's what we're supposed to be doing after class. Practicing our lessons and working out. What do I need to know about the school? Any suggestions on what I need to know or do here at the school? Well, if you want to fit in here, I think you should get cleaned up. You look like something the cat dragged in. Furthermore, you smell like something the cat coughed up. Well, we're gonna like this guy, aren't we? So what's this rogue class deal? Is this some sort of glorified thieves guild? This is the disbarred bards class, remember? No rogues or thieves around this university, or so the headmaster wants people to believe. I'll see you around, then. Sure, see you. Alright, let's talk to the jerk. You're Sosi, right? I'm Sean O'Connor. To you, it's Signore Sosi. Happy to meet you, Signore. Whispered. Signore is a title like sir. Cesare is a nobleman from Nova Roma. Ooh, fancy that. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Signore Sosi. Pity that I cannot say the same for you. I suppose I should give him an Italian accent. A pity that I cannot say the same for you. Well, might as well get to know him. Why are you here at this school? You don't seem like the type of person who associates with rogues or losers. My family has a business interest here in Sardonia, so it was decided that I shall pursue my education while dealing with local financial affairs. So you're running with rogues while you fence with financiers, eh? Or is it the other way around? Kinda hard to tell the two groups apart. ... What kind of practice do you do in this room, besides the knifing people in the back part? I don't need to practice that skill. You provide an excellent target. I'm out of here. Finally. Hi there, Sean here. I'm Thomas Kent. Welcome to Hero University, Sean. Thanks, it hasn't been much of a welcome till now. It's an interesting place, this old castle and university. It's full of surprises. Good thing I like surprises, then. Why did you come to this school? I had a scholarship to the university. Besides, I always wanted to be a hero. What do you practice in this room? I practice just about everything. It's all new to me. Tell me, what do you think I need to know about the school to get along here? I suggest that you check out the amazing library here at the school. It has books on almost every subject. It's a fine place to study and learn. I'll keep that in mind if ever I have a burning need to study. Goodbye, then. Goodbye. I'm Sean, the new kid going around saying hello to everyone. She has, like, cat eyes. Hello, Sean. I am Esme. It is good to meet you. Not half as good as it is to meet you, Esme. Well, he's decided who he likes. What brought you here to Hero University? My parents did something for Headmaster years ago, and he owed them... I suppose I should give her, like, some kind of a Slavic accent? My parents did something for Headmaster years ago, and he owed them favor. I was given full scholarship. What did your parents do for the Headmaster? I do not know. Something to do with reading fortune, I think. My parents not very good at seeing future. Esme liked that. Okay. So what do you practice here in this room? I do not practice much here. These are not things I need to work at. With daggers I am skilled, and I do not need combat dummies to know how to fight. Is there something about the school that I need to know that would help me fit in better? As if you could fit in anywhere outside of a dark alleyway late at night. You should know we hang out after supper at the rec room. It's good place to play games and talk. So where is this rec room? It's easy to find. Just go upstairs to Great Hall and out to Courtyard. That is where you will find door to rec room. I hope we can talk again sometime. I am sure that we will. Okay. So these are all cool with us. Cesare doesn't like us. Turk hates us. That's about right. Alright, well, let's practice some shit. So we've got barbells and weights and kettlebells here. Dagger throwing here. A place to practice your limboing here. A ladder. A rope. Oh, I can run. That might help. Why don't we practice with daggers? Well, I could have done worse than that. Damn, missed again. Well, now it's 4 or something. Walk the tightrope. Crunch. Ow, definitely need more practice. That's the early dinner bell. It's about time to go to the dining hall. Okay, let's save game in case I don't find the dining hall, which seems like an outcome with some probability. Dorm corridor? No. rec room. Master von Erwold's office. Practice room. Door. Oh, that's the classroom. Well, let's try the dorm corridor. I bet I should walk, just in case I encounter Mr. Turk. Hall of Heroes. That doesn't sound like the dining hall. Dining hall. There we go. Read the menu. Today is Albion cuisine. Beef Wellington, Yorkshire pudding, and creamed peas. Should be pretty good. So with fronds like D's, who needs anemones? What does that mean? It's a joke, get it? Friends like these, you know? No, who is D? Never mind, I guess you had to be there. This is a dining hall. If you're finished with your meal, take your dishes to the kitchen and leave. Connor, I want to speak with you. Clear your place and come to me. So, Connor, in trouble already on your first day. Maybe you'll set a record for quickest expulsion from the university. That was actually more German than Italian. I really don't know if I should continue doing this. You'll be rooming with Aeolus, a bard student. The two of you should be quite compatible. You're both worthless scum who have no business being in a school for heroes. Your room is the first door on the bard dorm hallway, next to the stairs. Curfew is at 10 each night. If I catch you wandering the halls afterwards, you will receive demerits. Any questions? Give a polite reply. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it that you went out of your way to do your job for me. I look forward to our next conversation. You are an inspiration in your dedication to such an unpleasant task. Good. You are dismissed. You would be wise to go to your dorm room and study for your class. You undoubtedly have a lot to learn in order to catch up with the rest of the group of losers you'd call classmates. Okie dokie. Well, it's 7 now. Where are my quests? Reputation, inventory, equipment, journal. Tasks, there we go. Find my room, find the rec room, find the library, get cleaned up, earn some money. Never go hungry, escape the old house, find the lucky coin. Door to Sean and Aeolus's room. Hey there. They said I was getting a roommate. Welcome to our dorm room. I'm Aeolus. I'm studying to be a musical performer. What are you here for? Hi, I'm Sean O'Connor. I'm in the, Disbarred Bards class. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a bard, too. You're welcome to borrow any of my instruments if you want to practice your skills. Thanks. Got any lockpicks? Say what? Never mind, I didn't think so. Clothes pile, pile of junk. Now let's talk to this guy. So what is this place? It's some sort of old castle. Been here forever as far as I know. They just opened the university here a few months or so ago. Cool, isn't it? We get to live like kings. Sounds like a royal pain to me. Take a few knights, and maybe a rook, to check it out, mate. Oh, take a few knights. Yeah. Chess, wait and see. You won't be bored. After all, bards rule. I don't know. Being a king is never a peasant experience. Serfs you right if you can't take a yoke. Resistance is feudal. So what can we do here at school besides sleep through our classes? I spend most of my evenings jamming with my mates, but the school has a nice rec room where many people hang out. After exams, there's a regular card game to work off the test tension and maybe make some money on bets. A card game, eh? I guess I need to brush up on my shuffle. It's the real deal, man, so if you're going to swim with the card sharks, you need to spot the fishtails on the flop. After all, cards are against you. Well, this guy seems like he's going to be a friend. No offense, but you look a bit odd. I've never seen eyes quite like yours, and what's with the bumps on your head? My mother was a fawn. Your mother was a deer? No, my mother was a fawn, a female satyr. My father had an affair with her. One day he found me as a baby on his doorstep. I guess I must look a lot like my mother. You don't know? By the time I learned about my mother, all the satyrs and fawns were gone from around my home in Sassari. One day I'm going to go off to look for my mother. I'd like to know why she left me. Oh, that's kind of sad. How do we share this dorm room? There's plenty of spare room to share here. That's your bed with your desk beside it. You can stash your stuff in the wardrobe over on the other side of the room. What about all the junk on the floor? Feel free to move stuff if you need more room. There's no housekeeping service here, so I'm a self-made man when it comes to feats of neatness. Well, it's been a long day for me, so I should get some shut-eye. Good night, Aeolus. Rest assured, you'll sleep like a dream. See you at the dawn, Sean. Well, it's 7:30. Where do I get cleaned up? That's an interesting portrait. Okay, so there's no showers here that I can see. Classroom corridor. Great hall. Find the rec room, find the library, get cleaned up. Maybe I just go to sleep. It's too early. Hey, there are 2 daggers in here. One of the daggers looks long and sharp, the sort of weapon you'd use in a fight. The other is narrow and lightweight. It must be a throwing knife. I'll just have to add these to my collection. I should probably equip the dagger in case I get into trouble. Now I have a nice empty wardrobe of my very own. Okay. Throwing knife, dagger, equipment. The dagger is a basic stabbing tool. It can cut vegetables, too. Okay, I'm equipped. I guess he's left-handed. It's a plain wooden desk that looks as old as the castle, but there's no sign any other student used it before me. The chair, however, looks like a well-made item of torture designed to give me a backache and a sore butt every time I try to study in it. Half chimp. Who is Aeolus? Study class notes. Let's see if I can read my own handwriting and actually learn something. Smarts increased. Alright, let's go to bed. Go to sleep. There we go. Zzz. I never got why Z's are used for sleep. It's not really the sound that snoring sounds like. As I was saying, a rogue's motto should be auf alles vorbereitet sein. Be prepared for anything. That is why rogues have certain tools of the trade that they always carry with them. Rope, chalk, oil, pliers, grapnel, matches, and lockpicks are the tools of choice for the experienced rogue. For example, a piece of chalk. In what way would a piece of chalk be useful to a rogue? Herr Kent? A rogue could use it to mark his path through a dungeon, so he doesn't get lost. Yeah, that is obvious, but how else can a rogue use a piece of chalk? To keep silverware from tarnishing? Perhaps, but that is hardly a roguish usage. Come now. What creative way could you use chalk? Herr Cairo? You can rub it on lockpicks or a key to slide smoother into a rusty lock. Good. Rogue tools are versatile. What does one use a can of oil for, Fräulein Esme? To grease a rusty hinge to stop squeaking? Yes, and what else? My people use special oil to breathe fire from their mouths. One never knows when breathing fire could be of use, but I do not recommend anyone trying that particular trick. However, burning oil can be used as a weapon. Herr O'Connor, what do you consider to be the quintessential tool for a rogue? I'm gonna be serious. I'd say lockpicks, because they can get you into and out of a lot of trouble. Indeed, picking locks is a skill that all rogues should know. However, one does not need lockpicks to open locks, it just makes it easier to do so. You may purchase many of the tools I mentioned in this discussion from the school store. We will have further lectures on their use in the future. For now, you should acquire your own set of rogue tools. Think about how many different ways you can make use of them. A rogue is limited only by his own imagination. Excellent advice for everyone, Master. I already have my complete set of tools, and I shall put them to good use. Very well, Herr Saucy. You are a shining example for everyone here. Guten Tag. Okay. I feel like making money should be my priority at this point. Actually, wait a minute. I should go to the practice room and talk to people. Being antisocial is probably not a good idea. Yeah. I'll say hello to Joel. Good afternoon, Mr. O'Connor. Perhaps I might interest you in a few choice tools or useful information. What sort of information are you talking about? I like to think of myself as a procurer of useful information. I would be quite happy to share a few choice rumors with you. For instance, do you recall Mr. Turk, who seemed to take such an interest in your future when he introduced you to the class? He makes a personal point of enforcing the 10 p.m. curfew. He regularly patrols the great halls and the mezzanine after hours. If he sees a student, Mr. Turk gives them 10 demerits and escorts them to their dorm room. It's best to avoid Mr. Turk whenever possible. If a student accumulates more than 100 demerits, the student is expelled from the school. I do not think that Mr. Turk likes you very much. Is that ever an understatement? What do you mean by tools? In addition to my selection of basic tools of the trade, I have added a useful means of diffusing a potentially dangerous situation. Flash powder. Should you find yourself confronted by a hostile creature or creatures, you have but to throw the bag of powder down. All of your opponents will be temporarily blinded, and you can seek safety. Of course, if you prefer, the flash powder will give you an opportunity to apply alternative tactics, rather than merely avoid the situation. How are things going with you today? Very well, thank you. Master von Erwald's lecture on tools was most edifying, was it not? If you have need of equipment for the class, please keep in mind that I will be happy to provide you with the finest of tools. For a very modest fee, of course. See you later. It will be a pleasure. You should pull your arm back further before you lunge, Kate. I'll be happy to help you improve your thrust. My name is Katie Cesare. I may be used to swinging with a cutlass rather than stabbing with a dagger, but I'm getting the hang of this. I think that Kate is a fine name for you, my bonny Kate. You are a lovely lady. Of course, it is impossible to tell which of you two women is the more beautiful. You are both enchanting. If you want to improve your aim, just visualize Sosie's face on the target. Works for me. ... Let's see. Should we try and make Sosie happy, or should we just improve our relationship with Katie? Let's say something clever to annoy Sosie. I think that having Sosie watch you practice is good for you, Katie. You seem to be hitting that target with more force and accuracy when he's around. So where do you learn to use a cutlass? When I was little, my father used to take me out on his ship when it was in port. His men taught me to use the cutlass and the belaying pin. So you're Katie the captain's daughter. No wonder you're such a salty lass. Well, happy stabbing. I will. I would be really bad at this because I would choose to provoke everyone around me every time. Well, I mean, the thing of it is, you can have different runs through the game where you do different things. Is my understanding, at least. You know, you can have a run where you just strive to piss everybody off. Anyway, I'm going to open a new LaCroix because my throat is getting dry. ASMR. Oh, so my tool use has gone up. That's good. Reputation. Doesn't look like any of this has changed. Well, let's get some practice in. So, how are things going for you today? Fine, I guess. What about you? What do you think of the school so far? Clever, snarky, or polite? To make friends with him. I think I'm being a good boy this run, so I'll just be polite. It's kind of fun exploring this castle. Yes, if we're caught up in some medieval bard's tale of knights in armor, except that we don't bash one another with swords. Yeah, but instead of medieval bards, we're the remedial bards. How do you like being in the disbarred bards class? I really wanted to be a paladin like my father, so I can't say I'm happy about being a bard, particularly not a disbarred one. Good luck with your practice. Thank you. Hey, I actually got one to stick. Ooh, and another. This is harder than it looks. How about the tightrope? Might as well stick to what we seem to be sticking to. Climbing and agility. Crunch. The suspension is killing me. Does it look easy? Well, he gets a decent distance down the rope before he falls, it looks like. He's still in the same place. They're still in the same place. Maybe there's someplace I can find to make money somewhere around here. After all, there are a whole bunch of things that I think I need to buy. You there, Connor, what are you doing wandering around the halls? You should be in class. Say something polite. Good afternoon, Mr. Turk. The Disbarred Bards class is over for the day, and I wanted to make sure I know my way around the school. I wouldn't want to get lost on my way to school events, after all. The class is out already. Then you are most likely expected to study your lessons in the afternoon rather than dilly-dallying around the school. Because you're new here, I'll overlook your slacking off for today. The dining room is further down this hall and will be open at 6 for supper. Ask about the school, ask about the store. I'm told that I need to buy something from the school store. A likely excuse. The store is downstairs from here. Go to the end of the corridor, turn right, and through the door. The shopkeeper is another example of how ill-managed this university is. Why that overgrown rodent is tolerated here, I have no idea. I'll see you later, sir. I want to see you as little as possible, Connor. Stay out of trouble and away from me. Curfew is at 10 p.m. If I catch you walking around the halls after that, you will receive demerits. We shall see how quickly you earn 100 demerits so that I can say farewell to you for good. Oh. Well, might as well. Nova Roman cuisine, antipasto, tagliatelle with bolognese sauce, and panforte. Don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty fancy for a school dining hall. After all, even the best played hands of Vice and Ben oft blow away. Is that supposed to be funny? Well, it's really funny to a bridge player. Here we play poobah rather than bridge. You do? When? Where? In the rec room. Excuse me. In the rec room there is game table where we play. We don't play very often, usually just after an exam or before a holiday. We spend many evenings in the rec room, at least some of us do. Sounds like I should spend some more time in the rec room then. This is not a place for dilly-dallying, people. Clean up your mess and get on with your business elsewhere. Infirmary. Store, okay. Greetings, young master. To the university store, Gregor welcomes you. I am Gregor. Gregor is my name. How may Gregor serve the young master? Hi, I'm Sean, so you're the storekeeper. Indeed, Gregor is very pleased to meet Master Sean. Gregor keeps the university store full of nice things for the young master to buy. What exactly are you? Gregor buys and sells things here at the shop, so Gregor is shopkeeper. No, I mean, what kind of creature are you? I've never met anyone like you before. Ah, Gregor is Ratty. Ratty people live here in Caligari all the time, but hide from humans in the old city underground. Humans think ratties are bad. Humans think ratties are rats. Ratties are not rats. Ratties take you are what you eat seriously. Good thing ratties eat more rats than cockroaches. That is ratty joke. So what sorts of things do you sell here? Gregor sells many things here at the shop. Official university clothes in official university colors. Healing things. Official disbarred barred class instruments and tools. Many, many very good things. Gregor has bright, shiny new lockpicks for sale. Just what the good master needs. What do I do if I don't have any money to buy things? Okay, finally the important question. No money? Poor young master. Master Sean could work for Chef Kina in the dining hall. Or Master Sean could go hunting in the wine cellar for drats. There's work in the kitchen. You mean cooking? I don't know much about that. My mother fixed all the meals at home. If Master Sean wishes to learn about cooking, then he should take a culinary class here. You should speak with Chef Kina in the dining hall. What's this about hunting drats? The wine cellar is full of luscious, succulent drats. Gregor is happy to purchase any drat parts Master Sean finds. See you later. Gregor grieves to see the young master go, but Gregor will rejoice when the young master returns. Good journeys to you and happy hunting. What have we got for sale here? Lockpicks here are 10 lyra. What, weren't they like 15 at Oh. Yeah, I think the chalk was 5 lyra, and the lockpicks were 15 lyra at what's his face's store. Beginner's Guide to Lockpicks, 12 lyra. Bandage, which looks like toilet paper. School uniform tie, school uniform pants, school uniform jackets, nice shirt. Oil, 5 lyra. Healing potion, antidote potion. Interesting. Okay, so the school store is the better deal, it looks like. Nothing to sell. Well, let's see first about working in the kitchen. Ifataya Kina. Ah, you be the new one. I feel like I probably shouldn't give her an accent. Welcome to the wonders of the university and the chance to learn whatever you wish. I am Chef Kina. I teach the art of fine cuisine. Ricky. Ricky, she be helping Chef Kina. Ricky, she be kitchen boss. Yes, Ricky helps me make sure the students, they learn, and the food, it is great. I'm Sean O'Connor. I'm in the Disbarred Bard class. Well, Mr. Sean, what do you think of the school so far? Actually, my name is just Sean. Mr. Just Sean, I do not think you are just anyone or anything, so for now you will be Mr. Sean to me. Okie dokie. I'm gonna be a good boy. This place is impressive and the food is really good. I've never tasted anything like it before. You soon will be tasting meals from all over the world. Each land has its own flavors, its own methods, its own philosophies about food. My class will be exploring many of these cuisines. So why do you teach here? What does cooking have to do with being a hero? It doesn't seem like the sort of skill that saves lives. Chefs, they bring the world together. They show that no matter where people are from, we all share a certain love of a love of certain flavors and tastes. Food has no borders. It brings pleasure to everybody. Mostly I was hired here because the school needed someone to cook food. I teach here because teaching and cooking are just ways of sharing love. Food here is different. I'm not sure what I ate here, but it tasted good. What was it? The menu of the day is always posted on the wall outside the dining hall. The first semester is Cuisines of the World. We will be exploring the recipes, techniques, and flavors from all over. Prepare to be surprised every day. Some surprise be good for you. Opens your mind, awakens the senses. So why do you have a pet in the dining room? Pet? Ricky, she be no pet. Ricky, she helpy Fataya. Ricky, she teach. Ricky, she be very good cook. Ricky, she be very big stuff here. Yes, Ricky is my sous chef. She supervises students in food prep and cleanup. It was nice meeting you. You too, Ricky. We will be seeing you later, Sean. If you ever be needing to make a little money, come see me. I think maybe we can find something for you to do around here. Bon appetit. Bye-bye now. Okay, so maybe I need to go see her after class rather than after dinner. I'm keeping my running out of the Great Hall out of paranoia that it's going to get me in trouble. You can get a little more practice in. Is it going to say you've already done that? Yes, it is. Okay. What else can I do around here? Whoops. Okay, it's 9. I'd better get to bed. That is one thing I do remember from my previous playthrough, is that if you stay up too late, you get in trouble for sleeping in class the following day. Evening, Rumi. There's a letter someone left on your bed for you. Hey, this is a letter from my mama. How'd she know I was here? My darling Sean, 'tis so very happy I am to see that you are at the Hero University. I can't tell you how proud it makes me to know that you have a chance at a bright future. Take care of yourself there at the school. Be sure to make some new friends. Don't forget to study hard so that you can get good grades and a good job when you graduate. Your dad would be proud of you too. Your loving mother, Nora? Nora. Well, maybe I should at least try to take the school seriously. It would make Mama happy. Smarts increased. As I was saying, a rogue uses a variety of different methods and techniques in his actions. The classic skill common to both rogues and thieves is stealth. Unlike the common thief, who considers that stealth means to tiptoe around everywhere hunched over like a gargoyle, rogues learn a method of sneaking that relies more upon his intelligence and perception than upon his agility. This is called the way of the Kuschenschabe. Hey, did you find something amusing in what I said, Herr Kent? Sprechen Sie Germanisch? Ein bisschen, Meister. Then perhaps you will explain the meaning to those in our class who do not share your superior education. What does way of the Kuschenschabe translate to in common? The way of the cockroach, sir. Indeed, the lowly cockroach is our model for stealth. He does not move slowly around the room, hoping that nothing notices his movement and squashes him. The cockroach first stops to look around and assess any potential danger. He listens for threats. He looks for shadows or places to conceal himself. Only then does he scuttle to his next hiding place. Put this lesson into practice. Whenever you have need of stealth, first observe your environment. Listen for potential danger. When appropriate, move directly to a place of concealment. Any questions? Ask a polite question, a clever question, a snarky question, or keep quiet. Well, let's be clever for once. So the way of the cockroach really is a sales pitch. We need to stop, examine, listen, look, and sneak before we go by. That is a reasonable interpretation, yes. The way of the Kuschenschabe may one day save your life. Pause and observe before you react. Entlassen. Alright, let's see about making some amends. Connor, I expect to see you wearing a school uniform during school hours from now on. Do you understand me? If you don't have one by next week, it'll be 20 demerits. Okay, fair enough. Looks like it's Sardonian specialties tonight. Scampi stew, pane carousel, and my favorite, casu marzu. Yum. There's nothing better than rotten cheese with live maggots in it. Then again, it could be an acquired taste. Good day to you, Mr. Shanshan. How do you be liking the food today? You serve the best food I've ever tasted, Chef. If people knew how good it was, they would flock to the university just for meals. So do the students get paid to cook here? No, they pay to learn here. Cooking may be hard work, but it can be exciting and fun, too. It'd be very worth doing. However, if you'd be interested in working, I do need help in the kitchen. It does not pay much, but it does pay money. Come here after supper any day, and I'll find some work for you to do. Ah, okay. I'll see you both later. Odigba, Mr. Shanshan. Bye-bye. Okay, so we go there after. We do go there after meals. Was that a dog? It did look sort of like a cat, dog, monkey kind of thing. So, 33% yes? Connor, you must wear your school uniform at all times. Well, when I have one, I'll wear it at all times. One thing that I think has been remarked on before is the fact that there is not a whole lot of other people around the school. I think that was really just due to budget/technical constraints. Well, I got one in at least. Arr, these daggers are clearly defective. Either that or the target keeps moving. Agility, climbing. Okay, so climbing we don't need more practice in. Throwing we're getting relatively good at. Charm could use some improvement. We could either, well, why don't we work out? Hey, that's not a dumb idea. I feel smarter already. Wait, no, I mean stronger. And then maybe combat? Avanti, or thee, or whatever people say when they're attacking stuff. How does this thing have better reflexes than me? Dongs. Gaming stat. Is that like gaming statistics, or does that mean gaming quickly? Gaming stat! Nurse, I need some gaming stat. There's a stat for gaming. Is there? Oh, there is. You're right. I wonder why he looks surprised. I bet your gaming stat would be very high. The other has claws at the end of its paws. That's actually a Quest for Glory reference. It's one of the jokes that Erasmus tells. The difference between a cheetar and a comma is that one is a pause at the end of a clause, and the cheetar has claws at the end of its paws. Lol. Right, I don't get it. So to change the subject, has anyone figured out how to use the lockpick set we're supposed to have for class? The Handbook Beginner's Guide to Lockpicks is quite useful. I know how to pick simple locks, but I do not have book. Is it good? I found the book very useful. There's a copy of it in the library if you'd like to look at it. Ah, that is good. I do not have money to waste. You could always get a job working for Chef Kina. No thank you, I am not that desperate for money. I am. Dinner time is over. Everyone clean up your areas and move on. Ekabo, Mr. Shanshan. Hi, hi. Do you have some work for me to do? There is much work for you to do. Let us get started. It has thumbs! You do good work, Mr. Shanshan. Good job. I'll be seeing you later. Marie Laipe, Mr. Shanshan. Bye-bye. How much Lyra do I have? Okay, so I made 10 Lyra doing that. That's not a lot of money. At least it does not feel like a lot of money. Should I spend some time hunting drats? Whatever that may entail. The young master returns. So glad is Gregor to see you again. Well, let's save. And then go to the wine cellar. Before the young master enters into danger, Gregor wishes to make that Master Sean is prepared for danger. I do hope that you have some sort of weapon with which to defend yourself. I'm fully prepared for any danger. Please be careful, young master. There are many dangers in there. Oh, and if you see a door marked very dangerous, please do not open that door. Just stay where it is only a little bit dangerous. Why? What's behind that door? Gregor is uncertain how to answer Master Sean. Gregor only knows that something very large and very scary moves behind the door. Don't worry, I know how to take care of myself. Do I? Who knows what evils lurk in the heart of the cellar? If those are drats, they're quite big. They look like they have the scales of a lizard, the mane of a lion, and otherwise the body of a rat. This place smells musty and sharp, like the smell of vinegar. I guess most of the wine here must have spoiled. There are all sorts of creepy scuttling noises that I can barely hear. I hope they're just drats. Attack. Use item. Throw it. Okay. Hooray! Stamina is 18 out of 23. I'm a little banged up, but not so much that I can't take on another one. Gregor seems to want me to hunt these dratted dire rats. I'll hold on to this one as proof. Nothing left but fleas. Wait, why did I just celebrate? That must be a bug. Ah. Yay. There we go. Okay, how am I doing? Well, let's stop at 2 and see where that gets us. See how much HP we heal every night. Welcome, you made it back. How wonderful. Did you bring Gregor any drats? Very good work, Mr. Sean. Please come back if you find any more drats or approaches in the dungeon. I'm very happy to buy them from you. 4 Lyra? That is not a large number. Shit, man. 20 Lyra, 20 Lyra, 15 Lyra, 15 Lyra. So we need to make 70 Lyra by next week. Ugh, that's gonna be difficult. Well, as I said, let's call it a night. Whole lot of rats. Drats. Which are apparently worth 2 coins each. Grats. Thank you, thank you. Have you met Sophia? She's so amazing, and she spoke to me today. She's the woman of my dreams. I haven't talked to Aeolus recently. Let's talk to him a bit. So who is this woman of your dreams? Sophia Miranda is the school receptionist. I was going outside to practice my bongos on the beach when I saw her sitting at her desk, like Venus resting on her half shell, except for the short hair and glasses part. I stood in awe of her beauty, and she spoke to me. She said, "Are you going out, coming in, or just going to stand like a statue there for the whole day?" She's clever as well as cute. "Sean, you gotta help me. Please speak to Sophia and tell her that I'm a nice guy who is funny and witty and who would love to take her dancing sometime on a date. Will you please speak to her for me?" I don't have to say yes. Evade the question. Why don't you speak to Sophia yourself? You're a clever guy. I'm afraid that my tongue will be tied in a knot with my stomach and I'll come across like a dork. So basically you're afraid that it will all be for naught. You would say yes to anyone else? Oh, he doesn't seem like that bad a guy. He's just got, horns. Not funny, Sean. It will maybe noose to you, but I'm at the end of my rope here. Don't you get it? Afraid not. Aw. Sounds like you're in a good mood today. Today I saw an angel with hair like freshly picked mulberries and lips like marinaris. Oh, that doesn't sound flattering at all. I'm writing a song about her. You ought to see Sophia, she is so sweet to Mia. I sit on her veranda, if I could have Miranda. Oh, how happy I could be if I could kiss Sophie. Do you think she will like it? Let's be polite, we already pissed him off. Sophia will probably be very flattered that you wrote it for her. Yes. Sweet dreams, Aeolus. I won't be able to sleep a wink tonight dreaming of Sophia. Fine, as long as you dream quietly. I'm going to sleep. Now let's study and go to bed. What a nice compliment. I have honestly already forgotten what it was. Whoa, slept late. Gotta go. As I was saying, according to the precepts of our headmaster, the best way to motivate students to learn is to pit all of you against one another in a competition to see who is the best. You will all be vying for the coveted title of Rogue of the Year. No doubt you are all drooling with anticipation at the mere thought of attaining such a prize. You will be judged upon your participation in the classroom and your mastery of rogue skills, as well as your actions throughout the course of this semester. You will be judged by your peers in this class as well as by myself. I trust you are all now spurred to greatness by the mere thought of such an honor. Herr Saucy, who do you believe will win this competition? I bet I know what his answer is going to be. I will be the one to earn the title of Rogue of the Year, Master. Fräulein McMichael, who do you believe will win? I will. Herr Kent, who will win? I will do my best to win, sir. Fräulein Esme, who will win? Katie, sir, I think she's the... Katie, sir, I think she's best of all. ... It seems that you have your first advocate, Fräulein McMichael. Congratulations. Herr Kiro, who do you believe will win? Cesare will. Ah, we know whose ass he's kissing. You are already quite skilled in rogue skills, Herr Kiro. I am surprised that you do not intend to compete. It's just, sir, that I think Cesare will work harder to be Rogue of the Year. You are undoubtedly correct. Herr O'Connor, who do you think will win this competition? Well, Katie already has the wind behind her. Let's say her. I think that Katie will win. Ah, Fräulein McMichael, you have earned yourself another. You have charmed another to your side. I encourage all of you to strive for the title, regardless of its meaninglessness. We shall see if this motivates you to overcome your lazy tendencies. Today's practice session should be on dagger throwing. It's amazing how well a well-placed dagger can be. Class dismissed. Yeah, 5 lyra and 15 lyra. Already have one of those. How's it going? It's good of you to ask. I am, of course, happy to be of service to you. See you later. I suck. Throwing daggers is a stupid thing to practice. Shame my life may depend on it someday. What are these? I don't think I read these before. Oh, it's the 6 rules again. I'm beginning to think they want us to know these. There is no rogue class. That must be the one I'm not in. You do not speak of rogue class. What class is that? You will demonstrate proper respect for authority in the authority's presence. Got it. Lick boots, but only when they're looking. Thou shalt not steal from the school or classmates, although short-term borrowing without permission is acceptable. Short-term is the rest, as in the rest of the school term. This is a school for heroes. Act appropriately. Okay, gotta act like a hero. Don't need to be one. Above all, don't get caught. I've already blown that one. I better be more careful next time. It's the rules for the throwing knife station. Throw knives only at the dagger targets. Darn, and here I was thinking that Sosi would make a fine target. To properly throw a knife, hold it by the heaviest end. I thought you held it by the pointy end. Focus upon your future success and not upon your past failure. Okay, right, that's easy to say and much harder to do. There are 4 aspects to a perfect throw: a balanced stance, a smooth swing, a clean release, and a clear follow-through. No mention of the knife. I guess if you can learn to throw the crummy knives here, you can throw anything. There are various rules for using the equipment, like, please do not leave the equipment drenched in your perspiration. A towel is the most massively useful thing a Hero U trainee can have. Oh, I never did check my health. Still injured. Oh, maybe I should go to the infirmary. After I fight some more drats. I wonder what effect being injured has on me. I'm no doubt going to get injured again if I go fight drats, but... Ghana! You know what you are? You're a slacker. We don't need slackers around here. Nice to see you too, sir. Good afternoon, young master. How may Gregor serve you? I am sorry, young master, but the door to the wine cellar is always locked during the day. School rules. After supper time, though, it will be unlocked. Come back during the evening times, and Gregor will let you through. Okay, so we can only earn money after dinner. Okay. Maybe I should get patched up then. Moira Glenn Shannon. Welcome to the infirmary. I am Lady Moira Glen Shannon, healer and paladin instructor. How is it that I may help you? Hi, I'm Sean O'Connor. I just got here. A pleasure it is to meet you, Sean. You have a bit of a lilt to your voice. Did you too come from Ayr? My parents did. I was born here in Sardonia. I hope you'll be liking it here at the school. What class is it that you are taking? Say Disbarred Bard's class. I'm a Disbarred Bard, ma'am. I guess that means I'm not quite one thing or another. Oh, I think you are definitely something. You'll just have to figure out what that thing is. So what's this infirmary? It looks like some beds and a bunch of desks. What do you do? Sit around and learn about sick people? The infirmary is where sick or injured people come, but I try to heal them up quickly. This room also serves as a first aid classroom for people who want to learn more about healing and staying healthy. So what is a paladin? A paladin is someone who dedicates his or her life to the principles of justice and fairness. A paladin is someone who helps others and who strives to change the world around them for the better. It is more of a calling than it is a profession or class. I'll be seeing you some other time then. If you are ever hurt or ill, come see me here. I'll have you hale and hearty as soon as I can. And when you want to learn more about healing, take my first aid class elective if you get the chance. 'Tis always good to be taking care of yourself. Here, take this bandage. It's just one of the things I'll be teaching about in first aid. I'm sure that you will find a good use for it. So good day to you, Sean, and I hope you like it here. Okay, free bandage. What effect does being injured have on you? Maybe I better not use it until I'm a bit more injured. You die, probably. Yeah, I mean, eventually. But not immediately, right? Kana! I see you continue to flaunt school rules and walk around in that ridiculous outfit rather than your uniform. This behavior won't be tolerated. I can't afford a uniform, sir. Well, anyway, back to practicing. Let's do some practice fighting. Combat increased. Moxie increased. If this were a monster, I'd be eaten. Dongs. It's almost that special time of day for friends and food. In an hour. Let's practice one more time. No, you. This is unfair. He's a lot more durable than I am. I'm starving. I need to find the dining hall before it closes. So what's the secret behind your smile today, Esme? Is it your birthday or something special? Esme's got a date after supper in the rec room with Sosie. Interrupt their date. Be polite. Sosie? You are too bright and beautiful for a jerk like that. You deserve much better than to go out with that slimy creep. I mean, there isn't a guy in here that isn't attracted to you. Aren't I right, Thomas? Yes, right. You are very nice, Esme. Cesare is gentleman with manners, good home and money. He says nice things to me. Cesare is sweet. Yeah, like honey on a poisoned apple. Whoa, her eyes turned red. Jealous much, Sean? What? No, Sosie, he's just such a pompous...
It's not your business to tell me what to do. I will have fine time with Saucy tonight in the rec room. Time to go, people. Everyone clean up your plates. Kana, there's food on the floor by your table. Mop it up. But I didn't. That's 5 demerits just for talking back, young man, and you will mop the entire dining hall floor now. Just do it. That sucks. Well, let me get my 10 lyra by washing dishes. Ikabo, Mr. Shanshan. Do you come seeking work? There is plenty work for you here. I am here to work for you. Hard work rewards itself. Maybe not with money, but with satisfaction. Good for you. Oh no, not again. 10 lyra. You do good work, Mr. Shanshan. Good job. Ricky, do you like to cook too? Cooking too dirty. Fur, she gets dirty. Ricky like teaching. Ricky, she make others get dirty. Ricky supervises the students in the kitchen. She is good at telling people what to do. So where did you come from before you came here? I have done much traveling to different lands, learning the ways of people and the food. Just before coming here, I taught myself the cuisine of southern Bella France. Bella people be silly. They call Ricky pet. Don't be letting Ricky learn. Ricky did not like that the chefs of Bella France forbade Ricky to be in the kitchens. I think the chefs, they did not like it that Ricky knows more about cooking than they do. Next time we travel, Ricky, do not tell the chefs better ways to do what they do. Listen to learn. Teach only those who be wanting to be taught. Goodbye for now. Mari e nikba mi, Mr. Shanshan. I will see you later. Bye now. Alright, time to fight some drats. It talks? It was talking before. Good evening, Mr. Sean. What can Gregor help with today? You can open the door so I can earn some bucks. Good hunting. Drat's nest. Ow. Hooray! Another drat part for Gregor. You know, I would find it hard to concentrate on my winemaking if I was fighting off drats all the time. Then again, maybe the drats only moved in when the winemaking stopped, but judging from all these gnawed-on bones in that nest, I'm not so sure. I don't feel like I want to do either of those things. Well, let's go to the first gate. There seem to be a few of them around here, but I don't know what. It's a slightly rusted but still solid iron gate, and I can just make out an iron bar on the other side that's sealing it shut. I can't really see much on the other side, but there looks like something's moving in the darkness. Door is barred from the other side. Is there any place I can go that has more drats? almost rusted shut and will probably be noisy. Uh-oh. Maybe I get the fuck out of here. That wasn't getting the fuck out of here. Flee! He who fights and runs lives to loot another day. Ooh. Is the good master all right? Fine, I'm fine. I just need to catch my breath a little. Ooh, critical. Maybe better use that bandage. That feels cool and soothing. I'm still critical, though. Shoot. Okay. Two Lyra. That's what I got all banged up for. Bandages are 5 Lyra. This doesn't sound like an economically winning proposition. Well, a shirt and tie is better than nothing. Bye. Sean has a Lyra. Oh, I haven't looked at my reputation recently. I'm already a good friend of Gregor's. It's almost bedtime anyway. Did you see Sophia today? Isn't she gorgeous? How are things with you today? I wrote a new song for Sophia today. Sophia, I just saw a girl named Sophia, and suddenly I start to give away my heart to her, etc. The song clearly proves that you know Sophia's name. I'm sure she'll be flattered. Sophia must be something special to make you this wild about her. You really need to speak to her. I know, I just want to make sure everything is perfect and rehearse all my lines before I see her. I want to make a good impression. I don't know, should I harangue him to clean up the room? I really don't care. I don't see why I should. It's hard to stop singing about Sophia. She's the harmony of my heart, the fugue of my feelings, and the legato of my love. Then try being pianissimo with your pillow in your mouth, please. That was rude. Yes, 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 I'm going to sleep. Zzz. As I was saying, today we shall discuss the way of the Fledermaus. Herr Kent, will you please translate for your associates? It means the way of the bat, sir. Precisely. And what do you think it is about the bat that we will be emulating, Herr O'Connor? You want to blindfold us all and have us try to find our way around the school using only our sense of touch? Bats do not traditionally find their way around by running into walls or falling down stairs as you would were you blindfolded. Fräulein Esme, how do bats avoid running into walls in the dark? Bats use sound, sir. Indeed. Bats explore their environment through the use of sound. They listen to everything around them and use that information to maneuver. So too do rogues. At night, your ears are often better than your eyes at recognizing danger. That's why rogues listen first and then act. Perception is a critical skill for social situations. You can learn a great deal by what others say, particularly when they don't know you are listening. We get excellent practice for our listening skills in this class because you, sir, always say such important and interesting things. I hope that all of you listen as carefully as Herr Saucy. Your assignment for the rest of today is to practice the way of the Fledermaus and use your listening skills. Be aware of noise and its source. Sound can be your first warning of oncoming danger. Evening is an ideal time for listening outdoors. People are more likely to gather for conversations at that time. Try not to be too obvious about it, particularly when you are listening outdoors. Keep in mind rule number 6. Don't get caught. Class dismissed. Listening outdoors, huh? I think I'd be rather be better at throwing daggers. You're not very good at throwing daggers, are you? No, I've never thrown one before coming here. So why are you bothering to practice? You're not a sneaky dagger sort of person. You really don't fit in with the rest of us losers. I don't think anyone in this class is a loser. Maybe we don't fit in with the other students here, but that doesn't mean we can't be heroes. And yes, maybe I'm not as skilled at daggers or fighting as most of you in class, but I'm learning. I won't stop learning until I've mastered all the skills this class teaches. Hey, Eminem. Playing Danganronpa. Not quite, no. I am playing Hero U, Rogue to Redemption. A game about managing one's time, I guess, and becoming a rogue. Hogwarts Legacy. It is a bit Hogwartsy, it's true. Now I'm making progress. Well, that's good. Let's try walking the tightrope again. Actually, let's talk to Katie. She seems pissed off about something. Are you trying to encourage Thomas or discourage him? Neither, really. I just don't get why he tries so hard. If I can't make it in the Disbarred Bards class, then I don't deserve to be at this school, so I'm doing my best to fit in. Congratulations on first, Eminem. And yes, I have an overlay. It is very moof-coded. Just like, I hope, everything else about my channel. Let's see. I am being a polite person this game, so I will continue to be a polite person. Well, polite or clever, those are both good. I'll be clever this time. They say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. But in Thomas's case, I guess it's, if after this much practice you don't succeed, you're doing it wrong. How did you learn to throw so well? I'm a woman and I worked in an inn, so I got to be good at defending myself. You get mighty handy at swinging a chair leg or dodging a pinch. With a thrown mug, I can hit a drunken brawler at 15 feet. I like her. See you later. Well, let's embarrass ourselves in front of her by walking the tightrope. Smunch. Oof, somebody could hurt himself falling off this thing. This is made by the King's Quest people. Not exactly the King's Quest people. This is made by Laurie and Corey Cole and friends. They are the Quest for Glory people. Not too far removed from the King's Quest people, but to the road to Quest for Glory, yes. So, relatedly, but not quite. I personally, and I think I've said this before, have never really been able to forgive King's Quest for not being Quest for Glory, which is completely unfair of me. But I played the Quest for Glory games before I played my first King's Quest game, and I remember being very disappointed by the fact that you couldn't ask about things. You could only talk to other NPCs and characters and things. You couldn't have conversations with them and learn things from them. King's Quest is way better. Well, I disagree, but have you played Quest for Glory? Excuse me. King's Quest has poisonous snakes. That is true. I don't think there are any poisonous snakes in Quest for Glory. Let's see. It is a little past 4. I think I can practice one more thing. Don't need more climbing, to be honest. Let's do some combat training so I don't suck so much at it. Take that, you fiend. Dongs. Oh, what are my stats like at the moment? I'm still injured, but not critically. My throwing is pretty good. My combat could stand to be better. I'm assuming that these top out at 99 or something like that. But I don't know. Why couldn't this be one of those ranch-style castles? I used to play bass for the ranch-style castles. He said it. Today calls for Yoruban cuisine on the menu. Ayamase stew, dodo, and eon. Not sure what that is, but it sounds tasty. I'm also not sure what that is, but I'm not sure it sounds tasty. Although, dodos did go extinct for a reason, probably being tasty. The best part of the school is the all-you-can-eat suppers. Why wasn't anybody else there this time? Ikabo, Mr. Shanshan. Hi. Do you have some work for me to do? There is much work for you to do. Let's get started. Let's please. Where did all these dirty dishes come from? 10 Lyra. I kind of feel like I shouldn't necessarily go fighting drats until I heal. Actually, shouldn't I see what's her face about that at some point? Because I'm still injured after all these. From my first experience with the drats. The infirmary is locked. Okay, apparently you can't get injured at night. Except you can only get injured at night. That's a little confusing. Oh, I haven't saved in a while either. There we go. Oh, right, I'm supposed to be listening at doors. I wonder if I can hear anything now. I guess no one's in the Hall of Heroes right now. Big D's Halls of Heroes. Interesting. From the lack of a sign on the door, it looks like this might be an unused office, or someone who wants to be anonymous. The lock is a pretty simple one. Too bad I don't have lockpicks, because I can't afford them. Nope, not a sound to be heard in there. To the Nido Wing. I think that's our second Pokemon mentioned in this game. This schedule says Turk's in his office from 10 to 10 every day, but he must get up earlier than that. I bet he doesn't have breakfast. He probably just lurks around the school like a rabid hyena, trying to catch and eat unsuspecting students. Or at least give them demerits. Change the sign? That's a disturbing looking picture. Ooh, I hear people are talking behind this door. I can barely make out that someone is talking, but I can't make out the words. Guess I need to sharpen my eavesdropping skills a little before I can hear anything through this thick door. That's good. I almost clicked open the door, which would have probably been a bad idea. Still some time to practice before bed. I bet these people were Patreon supporters or something. Schwack. With my trusty dagger in hand, I deliver a flurry of blows to the wooden monster. Well, that wasn't embarrassing. Someone left a letter for you on your bed. Mysterious letter. This letter is worn and faded like it was written years ago, and it's written to my mother. Dear Nora, you have my deepest sympathy for the loss of Donal. He was the best of brothers and the best of friends to me. There's not a moment that goes by that I'm not thinking of him. If you need any help with anything, feel free to ask me. I'll always be here for you and Donal's boy. Your loving brother-in-law, Seamus O'Connor. I didn't know I had an Uncle Seamus. My mother never talked about him. I don't even really remember my father. So another mysterious letter that leaves me with more questions than answers, as if I didn't have enough questions already. What do you know about this letter on my bed? It was on your bed when I came back from supper. I just assumed you had left it there. It's weird, this letter isn't to me. It's to my mother from some uncle I never even heard of before. I think it was written years ago after my father died when I was a baby. So who would put an old letter on your bed? I don't know, but I'd like to find out. How are things going with you? I'm still working up my nerve to speak with her tomorrow. I'm writing notes on what to say so that I don't bite my tongue when I open my mouth. Don't worry, Aeolus. You're a great performer. You'll do fine. You know that the sooner you talk to Sophia, the better you'll feel. Yeah, I know. I'll talk to her tomorrow after I get out of class. Good luck with Sophia. You'll do great. Aw. Sweet dreams, Aeolus. I'll dream of Sophia. Nothing could be sweeter than she is. Dolls. Hey, Brainiac. Welcome, welcome. We are on day, what is this, 5? Yeah, 5, just at the end of it. So far, I have been specializing in throwing daggers, kind of. And apart from that, I am trying to earn enough money to buy a school uniform so as I don't get more demerits. Splitting your focus between a Taskmaster race of Quest for Glory 2 and this, but it's appropriate at least. That is true. As I was saying, we have spent the past couple of weeks discussing the tools, skills, and techniques of being a rogue. You might be wondering when we are going to discuss the role of a rogue in society. Why be a rogue? What's in it for me? Excellent questions. However, rather than philosophy, we are here to discuss the practical. Today you will learn of the Way of Godot. Does anyone know the fable of the little man on the stairs? ... No one? Not even you, Thomas? I know a nursery rhyme about a man on the stairs, but I've never heard of a fable by that name. I bet he's talking about, yesterday upon the stair I met a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Oh, how I wish he'd go away. Isn't that Ogden Nash? It might be, I'm not sure. Then recite the nursery rhyme, please. Oh, I was right. What is the lesson of the man upon the stairs, Fräulein MacMichael? It sounds like nonsense to me. How can one meet a man who isn't there? Precisely. The Way of Godot is the art of not being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Being a rogue isn't about being in the middle of battle or exhorting a crowd to glory. A rogue watches a battle from a safe overview and sends messages to the commander about the enemy's positions. A rogue stands on the edge of the crowd and whispers to others to not shout words, to shout words of encouragement. When there is trouble, the rogue slips into the shadows away from danger. Our job is not to be the obvious heroes. Obvious heroes get killed. Our job is to slip away and fight another day. If there is danger, then don't stand around just waiting for trouble to find you. Avoid conflict by sticking to the shadows, listening carefully, and sneaking to another hiding spot. The rule is, don't get caught. Distant Discord ping sound effect. Shoot, I should have muted that. Excuse me a moment. Wait a minute, I did mute that. Desktop audio is muted. How did that happen?
I wonder if it picked up from my head. How distant was it? Was it picked up from my headphones? Oh, I know why. I didn't turn the speakers off. I am a bonehead. Excuse me a moment. Okay, speakers are now off. I knew I forgot something. This streaming thing is harder than it looks. Who pinged me anyway? Ah, someone else. Anyway, and we're back. If Sal is dangerous, then blah 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 blah. We already said that. What has this got to do with Godot? No matter how long you wait for Godot, you will never see him because he is not there. He is always somewhere else. So what is the way of Godot, Herr O'Connor? Cautiously or cleverly? Amuse yourself seems like a bad idea. Let's go for cleverly. I feel like I'm smart. It's about... That wasn't clever at all. It's about not standing around in the middle of the stairs so you don't get caught. That wasn't clever. I'm pissed off. That was pretty clever, you think? You think? I don't think. Okay. Consider the ramifications of the way of Godot and put them into practice. However, this does not extend to the cutting of class. I expect you to be here every day. Tomorrow we will be having a test upon the lessons you have learned. Prepare yourselves. I expect all of you to do well. Clearly, I just don't get it. Well, clearly. I will not disappoint you, Master. I will do very well on the test. Very good, Herr Saucy. I expect all of you to do well. Klasse in Lassen. All right. I haven't talked to Joel in a while. Let's say hi. Alas, poor Cesare has been rather testy since his little tete-a-tete with Esme the other night. It clearly did not go well for him. I was wondering if perhaps you know what it was that displeased him so. Sosie is in a bad mood? How can you tell? He's always in a bad mood around me. Must be my winning personality. Cesare and I are roommates. He can be most unpleasant when he is displeased. Sosie can be most unpleasant when he is pleased, too. That's part of his charm. What did Sosie have to say about his meeting with Esme? Cesare will not speak of the matter, but he is very angry, and perhaps a little bit afraid. Afraid? What would Sosie be afraid of? Of that I do not know. I had hoped that you had had more information on the matter than I have. Perhaps if you speak with Esme, she will reveal what happened at that meeting. See you around. I'm still not sure what the purpose of his shop is, except... Well, okay, it sells some things that the school store doesn't, but those that it sells that the school store does are more expensive. So maybe it's just for unwary people who haven't checked the school store yet. Well, let's get some dagger throwing in. Maybe he likes you if you buy from him. Maybe, but I'm not sure I care whether he likes me or not. Not bad, at least I'm not missing the target area as often. That's true. Whack. Take that, you friend. Where would Esme be? Maybe he likes you if you buy from him. Yeah. Did I read that already? I might have read that already. It's currently just a suspicion of mine that if Turk sees you running, he'll give you demerits or something for running in the halls. I'm not too sure about this meal. It's called Moldavian cuisine. Garlic soup, garlic roasted avocado, and fried garlic ice cream. I'm detecting sort of a trend. That's a reference to Quest for Glory 4 for the uninitiated. Are there any uninitiated in here? I don't know. So clearly, that means Gregor is a chatty natty ratty who eats fatty dratty patties. Ugh, the very idea of eating drats is revolting. Speaking of which, Esme, are you still hunting drats for Gregor? He's good, easy money. Just sounds too dirty and nasty to me. And fighting gogs and sea drats in sea caves is better. Excuse me, I did the wrong accent there. And fighting gogs and sea drats in sea caves is better. Hey, at least I can wash off after every fight. Everyone clean up your plates and leave. Dinner time is over. Extra garlic. And back into the dining hall to wash dishes for our daily 10 lira. Actually, wait a minute. Am I still injured? No, I'm healthy. Time to get unhealthy. After this, anyway. Ikabo, Mr. Shanshan. Hi. Do you have some work for me to do? Me after being discharged from the hospital. These are lovely drats, Mistress Esme. Splendid, luscious, fat drats. Much thanks to you, Gregor gives you. Mistress Esme is a mighty hunter. You are most welcome, Gregor. I am happy to hunt drats for you. Ah, young Master Sean, welcome. Mistress Esme has just brought me a fine catch of fresh drats. Gregor could not hope for a better set. Hi there, I didn't expect to see you here. I did not come here to see you, so why would you expect to see me here in first place? I did not expect to see you either. What I meant to say is that I'm happy to see you here. Ah, it's good seeing you too. So you caught all those drats. Wasn't that a bit dangerous? It seems odd that someone like you could be killing drats. And what do you mean by someone like me? I meant that, I didn't know that someone as pretty as you and in such a nice dress would go around killing drats. It's a good way to get money to buy things for class. Ah, well, let's try. Why not? I'm about to go hunting drats. Would you like to join me? I have hunted enough today. Good hunting to you and good evening. Alright, well, let's save and try. Not to get too badly injured. So this one is locked. This one leads to us getting 3 to... Ooh, there's one. Oh, why does it get to hit first? It just moved. Hooray! injured again. Well, so it goes. What does this gate lead to? It's solid, it's metal, it's rusty, and it isn't barred. Seems like a good way to go. I can't really make out the room on the other side, but it looks big. Dark, dangerous, and the dank smell of drats and sour wine. This is clearly my kind of place. There's a drat. Well, why don't we do some throwing? We do have a throwing knife. And we've been practicing. Yay! Okay. Smack her. Ow. Ooh. Well, at least the crits aren't hurting that much. One, two, and three. How am I doing? 1124. Critical. Alright, let's get out of here. So it's telling me I need to buy oil, but I need to buy a school uniform. So it's, telling me to go in two directions at once. Eight Lara. Sean has 29 Lyra, which is not enough for... Oh, yes it is. So I just need 11 more Lyra. That's good. Once more I stare at the stairs. The infirmary still doesn't seem to me like a place that should be closed for the night, but never mind. I spoke to Sophia. She just wants to be friends. Aww. So Sophia didn't fall in love with you. It's not the end of the world as you know it. Give it some time. You'll feel fine. I think it's time I had some time alone. Well, good night. I can never see tomorrow, for I was never told without the sorrow. How can I mend a broken heart? This loser can never win. Poor Aeolus. Yeah. I've already consoled him, though. I'm not real sure there's anything else I can do. In the sort of mode of a RPG protagonist, though, I feel like the only other option would be to give him something, but I don't really have anything except for a school uniform and some daggers. Smarts increased. Bed increased. Zzz. It is now time for your first exam. I trust you all saved your game recently. This means, of course, that you should have practiced your stealth and perception skills in addition to your books and notes. One learns by doing. You will have 3 hours to complete the test. You will spend the remaining class time in the practice room polishing your skills. You will then have no class on the following day in order to recover from your ordeal. What statement is false about the way of the Küchenschabe? The way of the Küchenschabe was the cockroach. So, one should assess the situation before taking action. That's part of it. One should go out of their way to avoid dangerous situations. That's also part of it. One should look around for useful places to hide. That's part of it. Always listen carefully for the sounds of movement or other cues that foes might be present. Wait a second. Those are all true about the way of the Küchenschabe. All of the above would mean that they're all false. Huh. Um. Uh. Maybe it's this one. When trouble approaches, what should be your first action? Draw my weapon and prepare for action. Look around for someone else to blame for my actions. Watch from a concealed place to observe the trouble. Go up and properly introduce myself. Watch for a concealed place. Which of the following is a rogue's tool? Chalk, yes. A lockpick, a flask of oil, a rope, all of the above. What is the best way to use a throwing knife? Hold the knife by the heaviest part. What is the best way to get out of trouble? Charm your way out with a mixture of fast talk and flattery. Use a rope and grapnel. Figure out the cause of the conflict and find a solution. Avoid getting into trouble in the first place. All of the above. What is the one tool that all rogues must put to good use? Lockpicks, brain, rope and grapnel, good looks, diploma from Hero U. That's the bootlicking answer, but doesn't mean that it's wrong. Why is this class called the Disbarred Bards? If we call ourselves rogues, everyone would call us rouges. If we call ourselves rogues, everyone would be jealous, so the modern media doesn't do an expose on the rogues of Hero U. It's hard to be subtle when you wave a red flag. What is the best reason to show respect to Master von Erwald? The Master is an authority figure, and we should always show respect towards authority. It's in the rules. One does not go out of his or her way to provoke a wolf. If I do not show proper respect for the Master, I'll be kicked out of Hero U. If one wishes to suck up properly, all of the above is the correct answer. True. In the way of the Fledermaus, what is the primary skill utilized? One's perception. How does one become Rogue of the Year? One goes out of his or her way to make friends and influence people. You do what you can to suck up to the Master. You practice your skills and learn all the lessons. You pay more than just lip service to the notion of becoming a hero. Wonder how I did. It would be clever of the game not to tell me until considerably later in the game, so that I can't just save scum the answers. Doesn't really look like I'm getting better, but apparently I'm getting better. Take that, you friend. Ah. They play cards in the rec room after an exam, right? Maybe that means that I should go there now? I don't remember exactly. Well, let's see. I don't actually remember where the rec room is. To lock room, to Erwald's office, classroom, dorm corridor. Am I still injured? Yes. Well, let's see if going to the infirmary actually helps with that. You look hurt. Let me help you. Here, drink this potion. It should ease the pain. Thank you. I feel much better now. If you're going into danger, you really should carry a healing potion in case of emergencies. That sounds like somebody who can afford healing potions sort of tactic. Okay, so this is not where the rec room is. Haven't been here yet. Let's see what's here. Wordle 1394, 5 out of 6. You got in 5 tries. Congratulations. According to the plaque, this display celebrates the life and loves of Leo the Lionhearted. The items here are his favorite brush, his favorite pillow, and his favorite bone. Oh, the on-screen chat did not like that. Nope. That's those are very Unicode type characters. Fairly sure that the font that I have set up for that is pretty much just ASCII. Everything else, it just converts to question marks. But don't worry about it. It's something that I will take care of approximately whenever I feel like it. An entire display cabinet devoted to a dog. He must be some special canine. Okay, this doesn't lead anywhere, it doesn't look like. It says that this is Rakesh Satarna, hero of Fricana. Somehow, Bo. Welcome in, welcome in. Am I good at this game? I'm going to go ahead and say no. I'd be lying if I said he wasn't impressive. That's a Quest for Glory 2 and 3 reference for the uninitiated. Yeah, I do like they included his wound as well. It's a nice picture. It's a nice statue. Stale the statue? Did they mean steal the statue, perhaps? In any case, I'm not going to stale the statue. It probably isn't very good to eat to begin with. Kana! Watch yourself, Kana. One wrong move on your part and you'll be on the streets again. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, the courtyard. I haven't been there yet. Flammable, can you believe for once I am not sick or going through specific emotional turmoil? Let's go. I agree. That's a good thing. I am glad to hear that you're doing well. Ordered pizza. That's a good way to celebrate. I could go for some pizza right now. In fact, there are very few times of the day when I couldn't go for some pizza. Library. Did I walk past the rec room? Ah, there it is. Cuddled dog. Nice. Well, at least we know where it is, so we can go there after dinner. Are you going to eat at 3 a.m.? "3 a.m. is certainly a time to eat." Kana, you are a disgrace to this school, Kana. I expect you to wear your school uniform during school hours. Ooh, garlic bread. That does count. I think I can get in one more practice action before dinner. Wonder where everybody is, though. You don't think garlic bread counts? I think garlic bread counts. Now, children. This music is very Harry Potter-ish, which I guess is appropriate for the castle. I'm not too sure. Oh, right, we already read that. Harry Potter without the J.K. Rowling. That's peak. True enough. Man, that test today was brutal. I really had to think to answer the questions. As opposed to studying for the test beforehand? I did not see you studying, Katie. Of course not. I'm just giving Sean a hard time. Wouldn't want him to get too cocky around here. I found the test challenging and interesting. It was not like any test I've ever had. You've never had a multiple choice test before? I agree with Sean. The test was not good. Well, cheer up, everyone. We can relax and enjoy ourselves now. After all, it's Poobah tonight. Maybe we can all get rich by winning Sosie's money and wiping the smirk off his face. Maybe you will join us in the rec room tonight, Sean. We will be happy to win your money. All right, everyone, time to go. Clean up behind yourselves. 10 demerits for anyone who leaves a mess behind them. Kana, I want to see you in my office immediately. What's the matter, Kana? Did your demerits catch up with you already? A wizard without racism is like a dentist appointment without racism. Our dentist's racist. Wait a minute. J.K. Rowling's problem isn't that she's racist, it's that she's a TERF. I'm surprised that you haven't been kicked out of the school by now. You're a troublemaker. I knew that from the moment I saw you. However, it seems you have attracted the attention of someone who seems very interested in you. He's contacted me to ask you a question. Did you get the lucky coin? Well, always be polite around Turk. Oh, she's also racist. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. What happened? What did she do? Lucky coin, sir? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. Don't play the innocent here, Kana. I know that you were given the order to find a lucky coin. Now, where is it? A very important patron with a great deal of influence around Sardonia wants to know the answer, Kana. I would be willing to overlook some of your flaws and peccadillos from now on, assuming you please this patron. Peccadillos. She's like covertly racist toward black women because they're not feminine enough. Interesting. That's the first I've heard that. So, where is the lucky coin you were sent to retrieve for the patron? Answer evasively, bluff, or answer snarkily. Well, the answer isn't answer snarkily. Do we have enough? Let's bluff. The man who caught me stole it and everything else I had with me before he brought me here. What man are you talking about? Who brought you here? You mean you don't know him? Tall guy, beard, eye patch over one eye? I thought he worked for the school. He walked right in through the castle gates and spoke directly to the headmaster. Then I was sent to your office. Blast it! Now I need you to find your mysterious one-eyed man to see if he has the coin. As for you, I doubt the patron will have anything to do with you since you botched the job. You get 10 demerits for wasting my time. And don't try to tell anyone about this meeting of ours. I'll deny everything. And who would take the word of a liar and a thief over my word? Get out! Turk's voice is fun. Let's see. I think this might actually be a good time to call it. It is just about 3 hours into stream. I appreciate you all for joining me, and let me see if I can raid Brungo or if he hasn't started yet. Okay. Alrighty. Well, once again, thank you all for joining me. I will be back, I think, on Tuesday, probably with more of this. everybody have a good night and enjoy some blueprints on Brengo's channel. Bye now.